Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Geno now to throw. Short throw to Disley. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 17 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll take this to the 46. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading them out, coming off a surprising Pro Bowl season, fourth-year pro out of Utah, Tyler Snoop Huntley.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Huntley looks to throw. Able to shake him off. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 79 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing on third down, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
To throw, Huntley.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Tyler Huntley.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks take back over.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game?
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the 1st quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. (21-0) our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the 50, it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Geno on 1st down.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these type.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Huntley to throw.
Out to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Huntley.
On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Anthony Brown,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are pouring it on.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Short throw to Disley, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Again, Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Smith on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
The final shot here before break. Smith. His throw incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who are out on top. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and they lead the visiting Minnesota Vikings at halftime. Drake London, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Kenny Pickett, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. Don't you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Huntley steps away to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Looking to throw. Huntley. Flush to his right. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Huntley to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Now Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here's Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Huntley. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Huntley working from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Huntley. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Here's Huntley. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A slant route caught by Bateman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd and 10, here's Huntley. And he fends him off. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Huntley. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Ravens have widened the gap now to 50 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Huntley. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Smith. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fielded at the 20.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Steps away.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Huntley off of play action. He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They go play action with Huntley. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. Smith throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Geno down to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Geno.
He completes this to Walker.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air again, Smith.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Ravens, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number 1 candidate. Captures on, and I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up.